Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Shardlight. So we've gotten our first introduction to this dark but very cool post-apocalyptic world. And we need to go find a man named Danton here in the Market District. We got Market District East and West. So I guess we'll go ahead and start west and just process of elimination. Oh wow. That guitar music gives this a kind of a Middle Eastern vibe. That's awesome.
Attention citizens, 2 minutes of silence will be observed this evening at sundown in remembrance of Blast Day.
Blast Day. I guess that's when the bombs dropped. Gordon's
good people. He's had it pretty rough lately.
sitting there swatting the mosquitoes on his bald head.
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what are you looking for?
Are you feeling all right? It's strange to see you with a face mask.
I'm okay. Just being careful. I saw my neighbor cough up blood the other day, so...
What about your daughter?
She's staying at a friend's house while I'm out during the day. I got her wearing a cloth mask too. I just wish I could get her something better, like an actual gas mask.
That reminds me of those people that I've seen in China and Japan who wear the surgical mask to keep out germs and hazardous fumes.
Business doing okay, Gordon?
Could be better. Could always be better. I'm getting desperate, thinking of taking a lottery job.
I just came from doing one myself, actually.
No kidding. I was starting to wonder where you'd been lately. Who for?
Tiberius.
Oof. I don't envy you there. But I meant who was the vaccine for?
Oh, I just thought it might be good to have some. Just in case, you know?
That's not a bad idea at all. And you're young enough that those jobs make sense. I don't think I'm cut out for energy work myself. I'd probably go to resources and maybe knowledge.
Lottery jobs are still lottery jobs, Gordon. I don't think they get any easier based on ministry.
You're probably right. Well, I hope I sell a lot today then. How's the Quicksilver restoration going, by the way?
Slowly, as always. Still looking for those elusive parts.
Well, I wish you luck. I'm always on the lookout for you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
So this tells me two things. One, Amy is friendly with a lot of people here in the Market District, kind of a regular. And two, I don't think Amy has told anyone except the man she had to shoot about her green lung. So that's probably not good. But I understand why she would want to keep that on the down low.
Have you got anything good for sale?
Nothing that would interest you currently, but I get new things in all the time. If you check back later, I'll let you know when I've got something you'll like.
Do you know anyone around here named Danton?
Danton? Doesn't sound familiar. Sorry.
Well, that's one.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy. Come back anytime.
I love in these Wadget Eye games you just see people walking around.
To enter the vaccine lottery may do so by visiting the appropriate ministry and applying for a work permit.
Lots of people look at Gordon's stuff. Not many people actually buy anything, though.
Oh, wait a minute.
I don't like to be interrupted when I'm shopping. I doubt this person does either.
Fair enough. So we've got the speakers.
The aristocracy is a friend of the people.
Attention citizens, if you spot anyone with signs of advanced green lung, be sure to report them to the Ministry of Medicine. Doing so will save lives.
Did you see that guy in the fashionable top hat? Clem.
Poor Clem. I can't imagine he gets much business holed up in this alley.
Yeah, that's true. What are you selling, Clem? Oh, crockery.
I wonder where Clem gets the materials to make all this stuff.
Vase.
Pretty. I wonder when it last held any flowers.
Probably never, I would imagine. And we've got a chalkboard, a door.
Interesting. There's a chalkboard on the wall here. Looks like there's some fancy letters printed on it. Can't see any chalk, though.
Whoa, that was a horrible looking code.
This This door seems overly secure, considering it goes into an abandoned building.
Is there a buzzer? Oh, there is.
A buzzer. I guess someone once lived in this building.
Interesting. Well, let's talk to Clem here.
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
How's business? Traffic in this alley isn't exactly bustling.
Yeah, but people know where to find me. I'm not starving, so I suppose I'm doing okay.
Why don't you move to a better location?
I've got my reasons.
I'll take your word for it.
What about you? Repair business going okay?
Yeah, I'm taking a little break for now, but it's been steady.
Hey, as long as life's cozy, you do what you want.
So that actually piques my interest as to why he would have a booth here and be okay with it. Maybe he's trying to make a living while keeping himself under hiding, perhaps?
Got anything good available today?
I glazed some of the bowls I made from the abandoned terracotta near the salt flats. Look at how they shine in the light.
That's lovely, but not really my style.
If I had a food voucher for every time somebody told me that.
Maybe if you had something with more color?
Yeah, I know. It just ain't so easy getting colored glazes. With business this bad, I don't want to waste them on pots that won't sell.
I'm looking for someone named Danton.
The name sounds familiar, but
But what?
I don't know if I could be of much help. Maybe if you had some more information.
Well, that's something.
Are you sure you can't tell me anything about Danton?
Sorry, Amy. I don't think I can. Maybe if you had something else besides just the name.
What's with the chalkboard on the wall?
That old thing? Been there as long as I can remember. Maybe the person who lived in the building used it as a message board. Who knows?
See you later, Clem.
Take care of yourself, Amy.
Well, let's look at our inventory. Oh, we got Bob. Hello, Bob.
My cast iron bucket. It's been incredibly useful over the years, especially because it's heat resistant.
That'll probably come in handy a little bit later.
Attention, Danton. Urgent. I guess it must be. Fancy looking wax seal. That letter on it looks awfully familiar. Fancy looking wax.
Oh, I thought we could break the seal. Oh,
It's soaked in that poor man's blood.
a continuous reminder. Well, let's see if we can hand the letter off to Clem, maybe?
Clem, you know how I was asking about Danton? It's because I was given this letter to deliver. Does that ring any bells?
Not really. No. Sorry.
Okay. Thanks anyway.
He knows something. He just doesn't want to say. Interesting. Alright, well, let's go ahead and head...
Hey, Amy.
What?
I suggest you brush up on your calligraphy.
Come again?
Just some advice is all.
Do you have any less cryptic advice?
You'll figure it out.
Calligraphy, huh?
What kind of advice is brush up on your calligraphy?
Wait. That's something. Can we use the letter on the chalkboard?
I don't see how I can use that there.
Okay.
I don't see...
So we need to... I don't know. We'll have to figure it out, I guess. And... oh! Reaper cultist.
I know it's not good to judge people, but this guy is creepy.
But he has a very fashionable hat.
Young lady, have you made peace with yourself and loved ones? Death is coming, and we must be prepared to welcome it with open arms.
What?
The Reaper patrols the skies in search of the next chosen one. Will it be you?
I don't think it will.
Do not be so quick to dismiss him. Was there something in particular you wanted?
I really should be going.
So be it.
Weird. So I guess the only religion in this world is pretty much death worship. I guess that makes sense because decay and entropy and all that is so prevalent. Or prevalent, rather.
I've known Gus since we were kids. I'm glad he decided to stick with his family's business. That farm needs all the help it can get.
At least there are kids. You can see the woman with the baby.
Well, well, look who decided to stop by.
Nice to see you too, Gus.
How can I be of service?
How's the farm? Oh, food vendor. Okay, I just noticed that chicken hanging.
The farm holding up all right?
Not so great. We've been having a pretty rough year so far.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we'll recover, to be honest. I'm not even sure how much longer we'll be able to keep doing this. Might have to close up shop and head somewhere else. I wish Pop hadn't been so stubborn and invested in one of those automated farmhands. We could have been nice and comfy doing government work. And you could have gotten in on the action and fixed them for us when they broke. How come you never offered to repair stuff for the aristocrats anyway?
I apply every week, but they just don't want me, I guess. It's fine. I get by with my freelance repairs.
Yeah, well.
What's on sale today?
See for yourself. Stock's a bit limited, but I've got this chicken and some slabs of meat. They're a bit scrawny, but salt and dry them and they should last you a fair bit. See anything you fancy?
It all looks nice, Gus, but I haven't got anything to trade.
Could give you something on credit, you know that.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate the offer, but I'm okay. I'll come back if it's been a few days.
Don't let it get to that point if you can. It's not healthy. You need to eat.
You're starting to sound like Marichka. Do you know someone called Danton?
Danton? Never heard of him. Sorry.
See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Well, that's another dead end, but you can definitely get the vibe that things are looking bleaker and bleaker for these people. Now, oh, to well. So I guess that might be where the communal water is.
The road goes onward to a communal well.
Indeed. This guy looks kind of conspiratorial.
Looks like Denby's up to something. As usual. Hi, Denby.
Oh, hi, Amy.
What are you up to?
Oh, you know, standing, breathing, the usual.
So, what's that behind you then?
Oh, that? Just my latest piece, in the works.
Another art project?
Yeah, I need to take a break from forging handwriting. It pays the bills, but doesn't feed the soul.
Everyone needs a hobby, I guess.
Anyway, I've got this chalk, so I'm trying to, think of something funny to put on the wall. I just haven't gotten any good ideas yet.
I might really would like that chalk. So he's the local graffiti artist and rapscallion.
Where did you get that chalk, anyway?
I made it.
You made it.
Yeah, from Marichka's dandruff. Gross, but effective.
Quit messing around, Denby.
Fine. You promise not to tell anyone?
Promise.
Okay, well, I was scavenging around Fripp Square, and I broke into one of the classrooms at the fancy rich kid school.
Denby.
There wasn't anyone around. It's not like they'll miss it.
I swear, Denby, I am not pulling your ass out of jail.
I know what I'm doing. Besides, they deserve it. People are starving out here, and the aristocrats are just sitting around powdering their wigs.
Speaking of aristocrats, that reminds me of a funny joke.
So, do you need all that chalk? Can I have some?
Sorry, Amy, I only have one piece, and I need it to finish this drawing.
Not even a tiny little bit?
I can't. You want some? Help me break into the place next time.
Next time?
Never again. Ever.
Denby's gonna end up getting shot, isn't he? That statue is really, really rad. I like that with the wires sticking out of the head.
Do you know of someone called Danton?
No? That's a pretty stupid sounding name if you ask me.
I think I have an idea for your drawing.
Really? What is it?
Gus in a tutu, Gordon with funny hair, Tiberius with stink lines. A portrait of me?
Why don't you draw a picture of me?
I said I wanted to draw something funny.
Fine, then draw yourself. Plenty of people laugh at your big nose.
Whatever you say, Amy. Did you have any other ideas or not?
Gus in a tutu, Gordon with funny hair, Tiberius with stink lines. If I remember, isn't Tiberius a prick? I don't remember. Let's go ahead and choose it.
You could draw Tiberius with stink lines coming off him.
Yeah, and I'll write Tiberius stinks underneath. Thanks, Amy. I'll get to work on that right away.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, we can observe the statue.
I remember that statue terrifying me when I was younger. Now it just looks sad. Dad told me this thing was built years before I was born. I think it's called the Ideals of Man.
Ideals of Man. Yeah. Ah, Marichka. This is the woman whose dandruff apparently makes really good chalk.
Marichka always seems to have good food to sell, and is always trying to feed me. Hello, Marichka.
Amy, hello.
How's the day treating you so far?
Well enough. Luckily, the guard bell hasn't sounded today. I get so upset when they come through here.
Have they been coming through here a lot lately?
A bit more than normal. It makes me so mad.
I know, it's annoying. But just try to forget about it. As long as they don't bother you, it doesn't matter. I'm looking for someone named Danton. Do you know who that is?
Danton? Danton. No, never heard of that person before. Who is it?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, good luck to you.
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
So she's the old lady of the market. Exit. Well, I guess let's go ahead and head to the well. Can we talk to Denby again now that he's actually using that chalk?
Hi, Denby.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Oh, crap.
Are those Tiberius's guards coming around the corner?
What? No way, they can't be. I didn't hear the bell ring.
Oh, sorry. It was just someone in a blue jacket and hat. My mistake.
You have a sick sense of humor, Amy.
I wonder if I can say different things for each time he tries to draw something.
I think I have a better idea for your drawing.
Really? What is it?
And we also know that the guards apparently wear blue hats and blue shirts.
Why not draw Gus wearing a tutu?
Oh man, he'll go nuts! Thanks, Amy. I'll get to work on that right away.
Hi, Denby.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Oh, it's not going to let me actually say anything else.
I think I have a better idea.
Really?
How about a drawing of Gordon with a pompadour?
Ha! Good one. Thanks, Amy. I'll get to work on that right away.
Hi, Denby.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Tiberius seems to be the only one to broker another thing that we can talk to him about.
You could draw...
Yeah, thanks, Amy.
Well, we have Gus. If he's writing that, we could just go ahead and narc him out, but let's go ahead and head to the well first and see what this is about. Well, speaking of Middle Eastern, he's right out of the picture Bible. Nelson.
Nelson is probably one of the smartest people I know, and also one of the few I know who was around before the bombs.
I really wonder what this city, which city this was before everything went bad.
Citizens, 2 minutes of silence will be observed this evening at sundown in remembrance of Blast Day.
This water might not be the cleanest, but at least it's drinkable. I'm not really thirsty right now.
Can we use Bob?
I can't see any reason to lug around a heavy bucket of water.
Aw, poor Bob.
The well's been filled recently.
Book stand.
Wishing to enter
Nelson's
the
book
vaccine
stand.
lottery
He's
may
so
do
kind to let
by
people
visiting
borrow
the
books.
appropriate ministry and applying for a work permit.
Oh, this must be the library, if Nelson's letting people borrow books. That's awesome. Even in a post-apocalyptic world, there's still a library.
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
Wow, he looked like an Arabic version of Father Comstock from BioShock Infinite.
Have you had many visitors today?
You're the first, but the day is still young. I'm sure someone will come along.
Wouldn't it make more sense for you to sell your books?
Knowledge should always be free, Amy. Anyone can borrow what I have. Remember, if you ever want to take a break and enjoy a book, you're welcome to.
I wonder how he supports himself then.
Have you heard of someone called Danton?
Danton? I know a historical figure named Danton. Is that who you mean?
I'm not sure exactly. I'm looking for someone who goes by the name Danton.
Ah, well, then I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
Could you tell me what it was like before the bombs?
Yes, of course. It's always nice to recall the old days. On sunny days, the sky used to be a beautiful shade of blue. You remember that?
Vaguely. I was only 5 when the bombs fell.
There's a lot of photos of it in my books, so the memory isn't completely lost, but it's not quite the same.
So we know now that Amy is 25 because the bombs dropped 20 years ago, and if she was 5 years old. So she is a quarter of a century old. Is it going to be...
What else can you tell me about life before the bombs?
There were so many things people had. Electricity, running water, mobile phones. I think most of us took those things for granted. People used to say that technology was ruining our humanity, that we were forgetting how to talk to each other if it wasn't through some device. Funny how it took the near collapse of society to bring us back together.
Do you have any other stories about life before the bombs?
Things weren't always perfect, you know. We had been at war for who knows how many years. I lost count of how many attempts at peace were made before starting to fight all over again.
Who were we at war with?
The SPA. They were, or I suppose still are, a union of countries who wanted our reserves of petroleum and minerals. In the end, they decided if they couldn't have them, no one could. And so they bombed us.
Tell me something else about what it was like before the bombs.
I remember when I'd come home from teaching at the university, my wife would have dinner prepared and we'd eat together while listening to music. That was our nightly tradition. Dinner, some nice jazz, and hot mint tea afterwards. It wasn't anything special, but it was our life. I think that's probably what I miss the most.
all the little things?
Is there anything else you can tell me about life before the bombs?
I think that's enough stories for now.
Probably bringing up his wife was definitely a sore subject.
I think I'd like to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
History, art, philosophy, calligraphy. So that's based off of Clem's little clue.
I feel I need to brush up on my calligraphy.
You don't say. In that case, allow me to give you one of my books on the subject. It will definitely help you.
Thanks.
Well, he had that on him. That's cool. Can we get any other books from him?
Nelson is probably one of the smartest. Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can...
I think
Of course.
I'm interested in learning something about history.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
Oh, A Time of Unrest by Dr. Robert H. Pearl. The shadow of a third world war has been looming over our society for years. Seemingly every new conflict, no matter the scale, has at some point been regarded as a potential global war. Entering the 21st century, we as a society seem to have felt a false sense of security. It had been over 60 years since the start of World War II, and despite close calls such as the Cuban Missile Crisis during the Cold War and the Iraqi wars of the late 20th, early 21st centuries, nothing had escalated to a global scale. The current conflict between the socialist powers of Asia, so that's the SPA, and the Oceanic Republic, however, seems the likeliest to become the much-feared World War III. The SPA-OR conflict began shortly after the turn of the century and has been ongoing for 20 years. So are we in, like, Australia? Its root is a territorial dispute over the Pacific island of Lapau, from which the OR conducts most of its offshore drilling for petroleum. The SPA claims rights to the island, as it was formerly part of their coalition before claiming independence and subsequently being annexed by the OR in 2035. Despite the signing of peace treaties on at least 2 occasions, the conflict has reignited and continued. Surrounding countries have felt pressure from both sides to get involved, but the geopolitical implications of doing so have stopped them. However, with recent developments in the SPA's research into chemical weapons, they may soon not have much of a choice. Interesting. So that's a little bit of info as to what was going on before the bombs fell.
Nelson is probably Hi, Nelson.
Good to see
I think I'd like to read from
Of course.
I'd like to read something about art.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
Modern Artists by Marian Brandersky. Rail Bay, P.C. Heidel. A characteristically moody piece, Heidel's warm colors and energetic brushstrokes are in full force here. Painted before his death, this scene shows the artist returning to his roots and capturing the bay near his childhood home. It's widely considered the artist's best work and now hangs in the Melbourne Art Gallery, so we are in Australia. Interesting. It's a cool picture. The Pit by Eleanor Ishii. Themes of death and torment were common in Ilchi's work, although rarely treated this seriously. Wretched, hey, there we go. Desperate figures try to pull themselves and each other from the pit of hell, a scene shown in blood or bold, angry colors. Eleanor would never return to the subject with such melancholy again, preferring to joke with and taunt death in her works instead. And looks like a page was torn out. That's unfortunate.
Hi, Nell.
And I think we have one more book.
Of course. What's
I'm interested in reading about philosophy.
wonderful? I think I've got just the book for you.
Now, what's philosophy have to say? The Nature of Man by T.N. Wan. The nature of man has been debated for centuries. There are 2 questions which have often been asked and whose answers have been debated ever since. These questions are the following. 1. Can the nature of man be changed? And 2. What can change the nature of man? To some, the nature of man is apparent from birth, and through life experiences may shape and form personality. A man's true nature or self will not change. To this school of thought, the evil will remain evil and the good will remain good throughout their lives. To others, the nature of man can in fact be changed, which raises the second question. Some have given examples of extreme changes in people, driven by such motives as revenge, love, fear, or regret. However, it cannot be universally agreed upon which of these things can truly change the nature of man. So this is probably going to be a theme which we run into a lot over the course of this story. But we have the book on calligraphy. Neo-Gothic calligraphy. Ah, this is our code. Alright. Okay, guys, well, it looks like we have the key to figuring out that puzzle next on the chalkboard next to that closed door. Maybe Danton's in there.
To all citizens, the next drawing in the vaccine lottery will be held tomorrow at sundown.
Good to know. But I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys, and when we come back, we'll actually try and figure out that code. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, go ahead and click like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.